The Prophet Muhammad, God's peace and blessings be upon him, called his community to rectify your homes and adorn your clothes in order that you might be like a beauty mark among humanity, so that when others look upon Muslims and their works, they might see God's beauty reflected in them. The early Muslims took their Prophet's words to heart. They maintained welcoming homes and embellished their clothes to reflect the dignity conferred by God on all human beings, so even the peasant or pauper resembled a prince. Muslims also built the most stunning architectural masterpieces that still strike awe and astonishment in onlookers. From the Alhambra Palace in Spain, to the Blue Mosque in Turkey, to the Charminar and the Taj Mahal in India. They enhanced their works with ihsan, that intangible, beauty-making quality of Islam that cannot be seen, touched, or heard, but only experienced through sight, sense, and sound, due to its immateriality that evokes otherworldly dimensions. They inspired other civilizations to compete in bestowing the world with beautiful monuments that reflected their own traditions. The Christians, for example, learned of stained glass from Egyptian Muslims and illuminated their churches with the techniques that Muslims had been using to ornament their mosques. Inspired by the Qur'an's vivid descriptions of a verdant paradise, Muslims cultivated landscapes with the Four Gardens theme memorialized by the Indo-Persian civilization as Charbagh. They enriched and ennobled their schools and mosques with such gardens that featured octagonal fountains to call to mind the 8 throne carriers upon water mentioned in the Qur'an. The architecture was often graced with geometrical patterns and tessellations theoretically capable of infinite repetition to evoke the infinite one hidden behind the dazzling multiplicity of creation. In all these ways, Muslims and what they built served as the vessels of Islam, reflecting the beauty of God's last revelation. Our Prophet, God's peace and blessings be upon him, was a transformer of worlds. Because of his embodiment of God's beauty, today, millions of mosques call the faithful 5 times a day to the simple beauty of submission to God.